Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today I'll be doing my top 5 least favourite collectibles in video games. Now, when it comes to 100%ing games, I think collectibles are a nice part of a game when it comes to trying to 100% them, and it makes you go out of your way to try and find everything, and they can be hidden away quite cleverly, or just be or just be hidden out in the open, and 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 there are some ones that I'm not a huge fan of when it comes to collecting, or just in terms of having to try and find every single one of them as a whole. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So yeah, so for number 5 are the star coins. Now these are from the new Super Mario Bros. Games, so the one for the DS, the Wii, and the Wii U, and these star coins are I think a nice challenge. They're always in the random parts of the level, and I think you can find 3 in each of the levels. I think when it comes to them as a whole, they aren't really necessary for the main story. I think in the Wii version of Mario Bros. U, or of the new Super Mario Bros. Series, and I think maybe as well the Wii U version, um, the only thing you need them for is the secret world once you've beaten the game, and yeah, and they only unlock basically harder versions of levels. So yeah, but as a whole, they're all right. I think they're just all right. I think they're just, when it comes to the level thing, or when it comes to levels, that they aren't really useful. And at least with something like the stars from Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, the stars at least help you unlock galaxies and help you um, go closer to the final boss. So yeah, for number 4 are the ship parts from Phantom Hourglass. Now, the ship parts, and along with the train parts from Spirit Tracks, are a nice inclusion to both games because they help customize your vehicle, which is your mode of transport around the world. But also they also increase the amount of hearts that particular vehicle has. So, for example, the base one that you get for both the train and the ship, they both have about 4 hearts, but then as you get more customization options, and if you put more parts together, you'll increase your hearts. And I think the best one is the golden ship, as well as the golden train sets, and because they have a maximum of about 8 hearts or so. But with the ship parts in particular, you'll get a random amount, or you'll get random ones, and with the train parts specifically, you can all find them in one location. Whereas with the ship parts, they are mainly scattered throughout the world in different chests, and we won't know what you might get until you see it. So let's say, for example, you get let's say the tropical boat set, or let's say just the main hub of the ship, and then later down the line, let's say at Beetle's shop, you find another ship part, and then it's just the exact same one as the one you just got, which is the one, and it's like you can't really tell until you get it and stuff like that. So it's kind of like hard to tell and stuff like that. But I think in terms of aesthetics, it's a nice way of customization. And yeah, but overall it is a kind of annoying to when you're playing the game and you find a ship part that you might have not have had, but then later on you might get another one of the exact same copy. So yeah, it is kind of annoying. So yeah, for number 3 is all of the unknowns from Legends Arceus. Now, unknown as a Pokemon is, I mean, it's from an aesthetic position, or from an aesthetic choice. I think the unknowns are quite interesting because they all spell out the alphabet. They are all different letters of the alphabet, and that's really cool. And you don't often see Pokemon or have a Pokemon that's like that. A lot of the Pokemon are just based off different animals or stories or stuff like that, depending on the Pokemon. And with the unknown, they all spell out the alphabet, and that's something really cool, and that's a really fascinating Pokemon. But when it comes to the unknowns in Legends Arceus, they are quite annoying to catch because they are all scattered throughout all the different biome areas that you come across in the game, and they are kind of hard to find, and you won't. There's no real way of knowing where they are until you happen to stumble across one, and you just find one on a rock or a bit of an old ship or something like that, or a bit of a cliff side, and it's really annoying. And again, they are quite cool. It's quite cool when you find one and you can just catch it, but it is kind of annoying when you have to try and just make your way through all the different biomes and see which ones you've already caught. So yeah, for number 2 is the blue gem from Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time, and with this gem, this is probably the hardest gem to collect out of all of the other gems, because with this gem in particular, you have to try and get through the whole level, so from start to end, without hitting a single crate. And you can do this multiple times, and if you do hit a box, you can just fall off stage and restart. And there's only one real, I would say, one real halfway point, and that's the bonus level in that particular level. And yeah, and then again, you still have to make your way through the whole level and without breaking a single crate, and it's really hard and it's really annoying. And yeah, and if you're trying to get the blue gem in Crash 4, I would say practice. I'd say practice makes perfect, and if you try and get through the whole level in one go, it's probably going to be impossible. And also, I would also say try and get the bonus level as a sort of halfway point, because it really helps. So yeah, and for number 1 are the Korok seeds from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I do enjoy collecting them. I think the Korok seeds are a nice, enjoyable way of padding out the game and just having fun trying to find these little woodland creatures that can help increase your inventory. But I think it does get kind of annoying on, like, let's say on repeated playthroughs a bit, because it's like, okay, I have to find all of these specific things and just have to, and then just try and find all of them in specific areas. And yeah, and it's probably, when it comes to the Korok seeds, it's best if you have a guide to find them, because let's say on like a first or second playthrough of either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, you might be able to find a relatively good handful amount of Korok seeds, but then if you want to try and find every single one, it does get a bit tedious, and a guide will help. And yeah, and I said I do enjoy looking for them every now and again when I'm not bothered with, or I'm not going through the main plot of the games. And it's just a nice way of saying, okay, I'm just going to find some Korok seeds now and just have fun and just collect all of them and just find several of the different puzzles. And yeah, I think all the puzzles are all very cool and unique, especially the new ones that we got for Tears of the Kingdom, with ones like, you've got the one in the cork, you've got the one in which you have to land on the platform and stuff like that. So yeah, I think the Korok seeds are cool, but they do get to be a bit tedious further down the line. So yeah, so that's been my top 5 least favourite collectibles in video games. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.